you're worthless, you're never gonna make it, you're a failure, what are you doing? Those are some of the words that I heard from people who thought of me as nothing. Even growing up from the hood, you had your jealous people, and it gave me a reason to just move in stealth mode, to just keep to myself and not bother telling people my accomplishments, because there's some people out there who just can't handle it because of where they're at. They don't like seeing people win because of where they are. In some cases, those same people try to put you down or tell you that you're never going to make it or this is not going to work out. You're dreaming too big. This is the reason why I always kept to myself and I hung around like-minded people, because I prefer to be enlightened with knowledge and in truth. The environment you're around could also change you as well. If you're around a bunch of lazy people, usually you can become that way too. If you continue to hang around people like that, they could even plant a seed in your head. The people that usually rejected you at the bottom normally always comes back around when you're at the top, and when you are at your best, at your peak, and you got yourself together. You're working out, you're in shape, you're going on vacation, you posting photos of you on vacation on Facebook, you clean your Facebook up, you clean yourself up, you clean your past, and you make a new future, and you do better. You start off with a small apartment, and you end up getting a house. You start off working in a factory, and you got that's a job, and you got a career. This is what I mean by leveling up in life. Stealth mode. You don't gotta, I finally got my degree. I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm gonna show them. Nah. You do it for you. I have a wife and I have kids. They motivate me to go to work every day. Every single day is work. I gotta work at home when it comes down to taking care of my wife and my kids. And she does her part too, because she also gotta work, take care of the kids, cook and clean. And I help her out by doing my part too, because we come together as a team. Marriage is a team effort. It's not 80-20. It's not 90-10. It's sad how there's a lot of feminist, modern, selfish women who has this mindset. There's men out there who got the same mindset too, where it's all about them. It's not about their wife. It's not about their partner. Because you already know I'm big on marriage. I'm big on the Bible. I'm not big on the government or feminism. I don't agree with that crap. That's garbage. But all I'm trying to say is that when you're at the bottom, you feel helpless and nobody didn't help you, and you still had a goal set in mind. That is respect. That you have a plan, people will respect you. You will even be humble once you got yourself together, because I'm going to make another video about that in the future. There are people out there who does not know how to act when they finally make it and they finally make a lot of money. People act differently when it comes down to money. Seriously. There are people who change because of money. They let money cloud their judgment. They let money change how they are, their perspective on life. Those same people who are truly humble now lets money control them. They're rotten. They're more selfish. They don't care. You have to remember the people who helped you when you were at the bottom and what motivated you to bring you at the top. I can't do anything without God. Every breath and every time that I breathe is a reminder that I don't have much time to live. Yet, all these things that I have, I'm borrowing. I'm using with time. So that's why time is important. Once we spend time, we don't get it back. Our decisions, our choices. You're young now. Tomorrow, you could be 60 years old, 70, full of regret. Well, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I mentioned it in many of my videos. One of the worst ways to die is dying with regret, dying in sin. I've heard videos of people speak about this. People that believes in God. Imagine just dying in your sin, dying of failure. That's one of the worst feelings for anybody, especially a man, because our purpose is to be hunters. I had many people who picked on me, made fun of me. They thought I was not going to be nothing, and look at what I'm doing now. Success is the best revenge. And God could show them, because God could push you and put you in an amazing place where you're blessed and they're not blessed. That'll truly humble somebody. To let them know, like, oh crap, he got this and this and this and this and that. You also got to be careful on the people that you have around you, because there's people who has evil intentions too. I'm going to make a video about that in the future. Know how to move around with money, because the money that you earn and you worked hard for, you have to move away from people who is full of hatred, jealousy, envious people. You have to move away from those type of people, because the people that does not want the best for you, they're the ones who will try to take those things from you. It could be your wife. If it's a woman, it could be her husband. It could be the car, kids, whatever it may be. And people who usually rejected you at the bottom normally want to come back around when you're at the top. It's interesting how evil and rot money can change someone and change people's minds about you once they see it. There was a video on Michael B. Jordan. One of the interviewers, it was a video, Oshay Duke Jackson, shout out to him. I'll try my best to find the video, and I'll link it and pin it in the comment sections, and I'll link it in the description box down below. A girl was interviewing him, and from what I heard, she made fun of him in high school. They went to high school together. Now look at him now. She's interviewing him, and he's successful. He worked for that position. You know how inspiring that is? To see another man work his behind off to get to where he's at. Sure, I don't agree with the brother's lifestyle. I don't agree with Michael B. Jordan's lifestyle of choices and how he's moving and living. I don't agree with that. That's his business. That's his walk with God. If he actually has faith. All I'm saying is that He's an example of a man who got himself to the top. He worked for that, and he was blessed. He was financially blessed. God can make many people rich just to test you, to see what you're going to do with that money and how you're going to live your life. He can even use you to bless someone else. I am not going to change when it comes down to money. Because, like I said earlier, this life is temporary. What I'm doing here now is going to be a reflection of where I'm going to end up in the future. I believe that there's a heaven and a hell. I'm bringing all this up because if you're in a position where you're getting yourself together, humble yourself when you reach to the top, and don't be arrogant and think that you're all that, because that same clout, that same money that you're flashing and you're showing off, you could lose that in an instant. A car crash could happen, God forbid. I wouldn't wish nothing bad on anyone, but anything could happen to you. You go to the wrong place at the wrong time. There's people who even goes back to the hood. Look at what happened to Nipsey Hussle. For those of you who are not familiar with him, he was a previous rapper who went back to where he was from, and he got gunned down. I think he was shot over between 5 and 7 times. I believe he was shot multiple times. I think that the guy that killed him knew him too, and he went back to the hood. Why would you do that? I know people are trying to help, but you have to move smarter. Once you leave the hood behind, don't go back. And this is the reason why I believe in moving in stealth mode. If I don't know too many people from where I came from, it's better for me. This is why I highly recommend people move in stealth mode. If you got family back where you came from the hood, a poor neighborhood, etc., right? You have to move back. You have to move like you don't got it. Keep to yourself, because there's a lot of negative, evil people out there who just want to hate on you, want to take that away from you, and they never even knew you, or those people that knew you, they now want to come around and kiss your butt, kiss your behind for some money. To say that, oh, you remember the time when I was this and this and that? They try to play it off. That's not how it works. Me and my wife are building together. So I have more respect for her than I would have anybody else, or even a complete stranger, or someone that I barely knew, who only wants to come around once I got myself together. Oh, congratulations, I'm glad you made it. So when are you going to come around? Blah, 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 blah. No, thank you. I have this problem in my family. Your own family could be your first and one of your most biggest enemies. Family. Family will be one of the first ones to be your biggest enemies. The first ones to betray you. The first ones to throw you under the bus. The first ones to talk crap about you. The first ones to put you down. Think you're worthless. Think you're an idiot. Think you're stupid. Oh yes. And I'm going to confess, I'm in that position right now. This is the reason why I rarely mention my family like that in my videos. I don't have the best relationship with everybody in my family. I'm like the black sheep. It's the same thing for my wife. And I believe God also placed her in my life, because where we linked together. We're builders, not takers. When you're at the bottom, people will talk crap and want to keep you at the bottom. But once they see you continue to go up and up and up, they don't like that, because it is hurting their ego. They believe that you're beneath them, or it makes them feel better if you're failing. And there's nasty people like that. Once you fail, it'll make them feel better about where they're at, or to feel better about their position, their selves. That is truly rotten and disgusting. How are you proud of your position in life, being a failure, and you're not doing anything with your life? And there are people out there who are truly arrogant. Oh, I don't need help from nobody. Then they wonder why they're not moving successfully in life. Do you wonder why they're stuck in the same position? Don't be one of those people. Don't be arrogant. I'm making this video to give you all a word of advice. Humble yourself when you get yourself to the top. Whatever your goals may be, if it aligns with God and you're doing right, you're not doing nothing wrong, humble yourself. Humbling yourself is one of the greatest gifts ever. And you can praise God for that too, because I'm a huge believer in God, of the Bible, God's word. I'm a huge believer of God's word as well. Not the God that man created or the cookie cutter God that somehow people are worshiping. Nah, that's Satan. You got two sides, good and evil. That's it. There's no in between. Those same people who's talking crap now want to come back around in your life when you finally became somebody. I already know for myself, and you know what's funny? I have a relative of mine who even told me this. He said it. He's proud of me. Something that I wish my dad would have told me. He's proud of me. And I'm pretty sure my dad would be even more proud of me. I do need to do better. I'm a man, yes. But he said he was proud on where I'm going. He only wants the best for me to just get myself together. So I'm making sacrifices, doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm starting college soon. And the career path that I want to head to in the medical field, I don't just want to stop with associates. I want to grow. I don't just want to stop at a measly degree. I want to keep going. Because in the future, how everything is changing, you're going to need more than just a measly associate's degree. You're going to need skill, experience, and you need to know the right people. That's why networking is important. There's so many videos and so much knowledge that I could drop on YouTube to help people. Even though I don't get that many views, I feel more than happy to just enlighten anyone who wants that knowledge, who wants to benefit their lives, to want better. Celebrate the people who built with you, not the people who didn't. Celebrate the people who were around you from the very beginning and believed in you, not the people who only wants to come around when you made it. Now all of a sudden they care about you. It's funny, I'm just gonna be real. If my family was to finally come back around, many of them, once I get myself together, I'll be humble about it. I'm not gonna shun them off. But I'll also be real with them too. The reason why I'm now moving with you guys this way and, being distant is because of how you treated me before. Oh no, it was not like that. We just wanted you to get yourself together. But family acts like a family. They don't act like enemies. They don't act like they're competitors or in a competition. That's not what family is. Families stick things out together. They build together. They grow together. That's why you have a deeper connection with people who actually put their blood, sweat, and tears into working on their craft and their grind with you. And once you rise to the top, it's more of an accomplishment because you worked for that goal. It was not handed out to you. You worked for that goal. One of the greatest things and accomplishments is knowing for the fact that you worked for something. You worked hard for something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in. I'm 30 years old, and I now want to make sure I fully get myself together. No matter what trials I may be going through, it's going to be hard, but guess what? I want to make it. I want to make it. If my wife is listening to this, she knows. If any of my family member is listening to this, I'm being honest with you. I want to make it and be humble about it and not change for nobody at the exact same time. Stealth mode, being humble, being real with myself, and be a better version of me. The choice is yours, guy. Like I said, the choice is yours, guy. The choice is yours. Do you want to be a failure? You don't move nowhere in life and you're just dreaming? Or do you want better for yourself? Stop listening to people who does not care about you. and who wants to bring you down and put you down, and they think they know the best interest for you at heart when they want to keep you at the bottom because they're at the bottom. Those people does not want the best for you. Those the same people will be the same ones that'll be jealous of you and envious of you once you make it to the top and you leave them behind. Because in many cases, sometimes you gotta leave people behind because they don't want to move on for themselves. They don't want to grow with you. They don't want to see your ambition or your dreams. You can't help everybody out who does not want to help themselves out. This is just facts. People who usually does not care about you at the bottom, they always normally come back around when you're at the top. I won't even be surprised if a lot of people from my family was to come back around once I make it to the top. I won't be surprised. I'll only celebrate with the people who actually helped me make it than the ones who didn't, who wasn't there for me. You have to move smarter than that. I could forgive. I could let go because we're not supposed to hold any grudges on anyone. That's not my purpose. That's not your purpose if you're a God-fearing man. You're not supposed to hold any hate or jealousy or envious or grudges against nobody. But you have to understand something. You have to move better than people who does not know what to do with their money or does not know what to do with themselves when they made it as well. Be better than what they are. And be humble. Casual talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.